G'day comrade subscribers. Hope everyone's well. Just wanted to have a look at this 664. It's a 40th anniversary of Amstrad CPC, I guess, maybe, next Saturday. Well, not necessarily next Saturday, I'm not sure exactly, but the ACMS, the Australian Computer Museum Society, is holding a 40th anniversary event down in Sydney, so I've promised them a 664. So it'd be nice if it was working. Yeah, let's have a look. So I've always liked the look of the keyboard actually on the 664. That's probably my favourite part about it. Nice big chunky cursor keys up there. Yeah, the number pads shifted to become a function keys. You can see that we do have a bit of not fading, but probably sun damage, I guess. You can see that the keys were originally a bit lighter blue, but anyway. So yes, the keyboard's all clean, and have a look in the machine. So it doesn't work. Let me just put that down there. We can have a close look. I think I've already had a close look in part one. But here we've got the stereo audio output there, one joystick port, cassette interface there. We've got the sound generator. It's nice how it's labelled for you there. Sound generator there. We've got the main firmware ROM there. I guess that's a relay. I'm assuming it's a relay for the cassette. Maybe turn the motor on and off. What's that one there? 8255. So that's interface programmable. It's a PPI, programmable peripheral interface. So that's 8080 vintage, I guess. Still use them. Printer. But use them with the Z80s as well. There's the CRTC, the 6845, General Logic. There's the Z80, 1987. This one, I'm not sure if it's original. Could be. That's the ROM. That's the floppy disk ROM there, which is actually socketed, which is good. Only CMOS. Okay. A link there for if you only got CMOS. Okay, fair enough. These links here determine what it says when it boots up, I guess, like AWA, which is what we had in Australia, or Amstrad, or Schneider, or something like that. Keep going over. What was that? That's the expansion. Yeah, that's the general expansion interface there. 2 power input because we've got the 12 volt floppy. So we've got 5 volts here, 12 volts cord there, RGB out. There's the second floppy interface there. Floppy driver, I assume. There's the GAL, which is actually a 40010. The 40008 was the one that came in the 664, but it's compatible with the 40010. So might not be an original. Here we've got the 64K RAM. You can see 3 are socketed, so 3 have been replaced at some stage. And that's basically it. At the moment, I did notice one thing, that this ceramic doesn't look very good, so maybe replace that. But at the moment, it doesn't give any video output at all, not even a black screen. And what else? It doesn't make any noise, so like I do the Control G to make the bell sound on the keyboard. So I don't think it's running at all. So I don't know. Check the GAL, I guess. I've got the pin, or the gate array. So I've got the pin out. You can check that out. And Charlie at vRetro New Zealand, he actually now does replacements for 0007s for the original 464. And 40010s for the 664 and 6128. So that's also an option there as well if that is perhaps faulty. But let's get the oscilloscope up and running and, I don't know, fiddle around. Okay, let's try that again with the correct pinout. I was using the wrong pinout. Anyway, so if we have a look at, let me just power cycle. So I'm going to switch off. Okay, switch back on. So we're drawing about 800, 790 milliamps, 800 milliamps. So let's have a look at clock into the Z80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be 4 megahertz. It was when I measured it before. There we go, that's better. 4 megahertz. Okay, so clock into the Z80 is looking okay. So that's generated by the gate array. So that's a good start. Well, let's have a quick look at, say, address pins. A11. That looks pretty shithouse, doesn't it? That's pin 1. Pin 18, which is the halt pin. 20, well, let's have a look. 20. That's interrupt request, active low. Memory request, pin 19, active low. Halt, okay, active low. NMI, pin 17, active low. Pin 16, interrupt. Okay, active low. Pin 15, D1. Not doing much there. Okay, just power off. I'll move over to the gate array. So, let's have a look. So, well, we know the clock, so that's pin 4. So we know the clock's working. So let's have a just confirm we're in the right place. Pin 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie. Why is nothing coming out of there? That's pin 4, which is where the clock's coming from. It's interesting. Okay. This is in millivolts, so this is just noise really, isn't it? What is... How can we have a clock on pin 6? So I'm trying to talk loud to drown out the thumping upstairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Ooh. The clock's disappeared. That was the Z80. That's interesting. All right, let's power off. Let's power off and power back on. Oh, it's not powered on. There we go. Now it's powered on. All right, let's check pin. Scrub that. Delete. All right, pin 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can see good clock signal there, which is what we're expecting. Okay. What else is of interest on here? We could have a look at the RGB sync messages. So pin 8 is blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pin 8, which is the blue dis pen. Don't know what that is. That's not the... Oh, display enable. That's pin 9, display enable. No activity there. Pin 10, which is green. No activity as we're expecting. Pin 11, horizontal sync. Nothing there. Okay, so what about pin 16, column address select? That's pin 20, which is machine instruction 1, active low. Phi, active low. Okay, so there's activity there. That's related to the clock though, isn't it? 4 megahertz, as we expect. IO request, pin 18. Active low. Doesn't seem to be any activity there. MREC, memory request, I assume. Active low, pin 17. Column address select, pin 16, active low. So there is activity there for the RAM. That's good. Okay, so there's activity there. CPU, pin 14, active low. So pin 15 VSS, which I assume is ground, maybe ground. CPU active low, pin 14. Okay, so there's activity on that CPU, whatever that does, and then VSync pin 13, nothing, as we're expecting. Okay, so there's no display, there's no graphics information coming out. What about pin 22 ready? That's active high. Okay, pin 23 is 244 enable active low. And then pin 24 is CK16. So that's okay. That must be the original 16 megahertz clock going in, which is what we kind of expect anyway. Okay, what else should I check? So let's have a look. The gate array is doing some stuff, but it's not doing all the stuff. Is it supposed to be doing all the stuff? So this is the pin out here. So it's definitely not doing any of the display stuff here. There's nothing there. I think CPU there was activity. Column address select there was activity. So the clock 16 in. So yeah, I'm tempted. Maybe I should just try swapping out the gate array. So Charlie did very kindly sent me one of his prototype gate arrays. Unfortunately, he sent me his 4007 version. So this is what one looks like that he's made up, like the ULA ones. So not that I'm complaining. I am so grateful to have this. This will definitely come in handy when I'm working on a 464. But I need a 40010 for this one. So I'm gonna buy one, but I'm gonna see if I've got a spare one or I can pull out of a 6128. Of which I've got one, which may or may not work. Yeah, let me have a look. But otherwise I'm not sure. Well, I can try reseating it, obviously, reseat that. So there's no heat at all there. Z80's got a bit of heat, so the Z80's doing something. But yeah, the gate array is nothing at all. Actually, we can check with the thermal imager. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a spare known good 40010 at the moment. All right, I've got my 6128. I've only got one. Yeah, it's in pretty poor condition. You look at the keyboard. That's because I prefer 464s. 464s are more versatile because I've got the built-in data set already, and you can still buy brand new games on tape. And Zaxxon does his range of DDI4 and DDI5 interfaces, so you just whack one of those on. You've got half a meg of RAM, SD card. So it's really the best of all. best Amstrad, I think, is the 464 in retro. So yeah, unfortunately this one has seen better days. I've done the best I can, but this is how it came to me. But it does have a gal in it of 40010. I don't know if it works, but I'll give it a try. It's the only other one I've got at the moment. So I'll swap it over and let's see. These are the two gals I've got. The 37AA came out of the 664, so it could be, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a replacement, and it could be a newer one. This is the one I took out of the 6128 just now. No idea if it works. Probably doesn't. I'll install it and we'll see if we get anything different. Okay, no obvious improvement. There is no video output still. So let's just see if we've got, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Pin 1, D5. Okay, I reckon there's no activity there. We'll have a look at Okay, we set. No. Right, okay, no, nothing. Okay. Pin 4, C clock. 2, 3, 4. So we've got the clock there again. Seems to be the reverse of what it was before. Okay. There we go, that's looking better. Okay, C clock, sync, pin 5 active low. Nothing there. VDD is pin 6, pin 7 is reset. Active low. And it's low, okay. So I'm not expecting any activity on the video then, which is pin 8 blue. Okay, so it's no difference. So unfortunately, I've only got that's the only two 4010s I've got. Well, 40010 I've got. So let me have a look. I'm not sure. I'll try a new 40. I'll try a new 40010, but I don't know. I'm not too happy with with a lot of the board here. We could try and clean some of it up. Try and replace these ceramics. So there's otherwise, apart from this one up here, there's nothing. I can't really obviously see anything wrong. Like the board is not pristine like I wish it was. Like that there is not looking very good. So I'll clean that up. I might replace the electrolytics. I might as well do that. It's not going to fix it, but you've got green caps as well. So I'll replace all those. I'm hesitant to replace all the ceramics because they're probably going to be hard to get out, but I'll see. I might try and do that. Just kind of make the board a bit more presentable. But yeah, I'm not sure. Should the gate array be doing more than what it's doing at the moment? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't have a working one to compare with at the moment. Okay, but I'm always happy to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Okay, bye for now. Alright, just one more thing. As promised, check it out with the thermal imager, which sometimes shows up where the problem is, but it's only so with this gate array actually it's only drawing 770 milliamps. So if it was drawing like 2 amps, then yeah, there'll be a hot chip somewhere, but it's only drawing 770 milliamps, so I'm not expecting that. So let me just hold this here so I can sync. No, I don't want to store photos. I want to do a video, so I can sync this video, record. Yes. Okay. So I think the hottest chip there is that's the Z80. Not particularly hot, 54, 55 degrees. We move over here. What have we got here? So this is the CRTC, the 6845. And we've got the 8255, which is the peripheral interface chip. And we've got the sound generator here. Not particularly hot, not doing anything. Then we have the ROM, which is quite cool. Nothing really over here. Well, as you can see, as you go away from the hotter things, then the locally hot parts become obvious. But if you look at it from a distance, you've got the CPU basically, the CRTC. We go over here, we've got the RAM. So that's what, 74LS373. So that DRAM's been replaced, that's original. This one's not even showing up at all. These two have been replaced. That's original. That's not showing up, that's original. We go over to the gate array, and it's barely doing anything. So you really got to, yeah. So normally, it's certainly in the 464 the gate array gets hot. We've got a bunch of resistors here. Relatively warmer than the gate array, are they? Yeah, they seem to be warmer than the gate array. And then we've got the floppy disk control up here doing absolutely nothing, yet it's 43 degrees. And, oh, we've got the tiny little, I'm not sure what that one is, I'll have to have a look. That's pretty warm, isn't it? Well, not really. 38 degrees, tiny little chip there. Otherwise, nothing really stands, but the gate array is really, so the gate array, there's something wrong with the gate array, because the gate array should be a lot warmer than it is. The gate array is not doing anything. Should there be something to get the gate array to do something, or should the gate array just be doing stuff on its own? I'm not sure. I can compare with a 464, but that gate array gets hot. So I know these run cooler, but I don't know how much cooler they run. So there we go. So the DRAM's hot, the gate array's cold, relatively. Yeah. Okie dokie. Alright. Let's, I'll stop recording. I think that's stop recording. And we'll see. Bye for now.